Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. I'm trying to boof up my hair, but it's gone a bit messy today. Anyway, never mind. I hope the lighting stays good today. So I have put a little bit of this stuff on it. Studio 10 Glow Plexion, and there's a blush and the bronzer on just to give my face a bit of oomph. Hello Jess, hello Stacey, hello. So I put this coral top. I had no idea once again what I was going to do today. Hello Sunshine, hello, not for print beauty, but I put this top on and I thought coral, yep, definitely in a coral mood. Hello Maria. Now first of all, before I start, apologies last week to Jay. I know I've already sent you a message, and also to Tria, that I missed you talking about your uncle, and I think with Tria it's another family member who have been either ill or have died of COVID-19. I'm sending you lots of love. I don't know what you're going through, but I've got a little inkling, because my dad has been on and off not very well with his chest, and we don't know if he's got it or he hasn't. Then he's been tested on Sunday. So I've got a little glimpse into what you're going through, but not obviously not to that extent. So just anybody that's affected, I'm sure every one of us has got someone affected by this awful illness. And I'm sorry that I can't always keep up with what people are chatting about when I'm putting my makeup on, but I do go back and review. So I did get in contact with Jay after last week's live. I've got my cup of tea here, so just sending you all lots of love and thinking of all of you, because for everyone they've got difficult times ahead, difficult times going on in different ways. Now, so today I have ordered, by the way, I've pre-ordered the bronzer, the new palette, the new brush. Hello Bushra. But just warning you, Charlotte Tilbury orders are taking a long time to arrive. Not quite sure why now, to be honest, unless it's their packing department, because they use DPD for their expedited deliveries. And DPD have been delivering other stuff to me. So it must be something within the Charlotte Tilbury packing department. And I'm not clear also, because first of all, they said the reason that they're not offering fast track orders is due to COVID. Now they're saying due to high demand. So what is it, COVID or high demand? Anyway, yours took just under 2 weeks. Normally, you see, I just wanted to explain to people, because I'm kind of known now as the CT first impression gal. But now it's like, you know, and I try and put things out as quickly as possible, because people have said that they wait to watch me to order stuff. But now, last time when I ordered the serum, people that had not got it on pre-sale got it before me, and I'd got it the first day of the pre-sale, like within the hour of it going up. So just warning you, you'll have to be patient. I may not get it until next week. Don't know why. It seems to be this particular area seems to be quite disrupted. So I've done a lot of skincare this morning, and I put my Studio 10 so that I'm glowing without makeup. But I did put a bit of the Studio 10. I put the whole set on, actually. So I put the Glow Plexion on, which I've just put back for some reason. And then I put this Glow Plexion bronzer on. And then I put this Glow Plexion blush on. Sorry, wrong way around. That's the blush. That's the bronzer. So it's just like a cream thing, but it just gives you a nice glow, just to kind of pep up my skin. I've been using exfoliator. I've been using my tranexamic acid, and I've also ordered some really good vitamin C, because I was getting tired. It was starting to look really bad up here. It's not as bad now, because I've been using the tranexamic acid, missing my night cream so much, but it was starting to look almost like vitiligo up here, and it's getting me down. So I've ordered some Really good vitamin C. I'll tell you when I get it. I thought I am going to invest in a really good one because otherwise it would be going and having laser done. So I'm going to give it everything that I can because it was starting to get me down. Anyway, let me say hello to you all. I'm going to use a light foundation today. I don't want to put loads on it. So hello, Jess, and thanks for the chat this morning. Hello, Stacey, and likewise, thanks for the chat this morning. Hello, Rebecca, thanks for the chat this morning. You see, I've been busy chatting to people off here. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, Maria. Hello, Bushra. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Tria. Hello, Tria. I hope you heard my message earlier. I heard that you were talking about a relative of yours that had been ill with COVID. And I missed that last week on the chat. So I'm really, really sorry about that. And I'm just sending everybody my love and prayers. Now, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I also ordered, in my Charlotte Tilbury order, I decided to order Flawless Filter in shade 4 because I've never actually bought shade 4. When it first came out, they sent me 3 samples. This was in the day that when there was a new release, they sent VIPs little samples in the post. Do you remember that? Right, anyway, I got a sample of 3, 4 and 5, I think it was. And although you would think that 4 is probably the right shade for me, being medium, 4 always seemed to look a bit grey. So I went for 3 and 5 and mixed them, but I'm getting a bit low on both 3 and 5, and I like to try something new. So I've ordered shade 4, but I haven't got that. So that was a bit of a pointless ramble. I haven't got it yet. And I've also ordered, because how did I miss that she got a new powder pencil in black? I missed it, and I was watching Sophia doing a makeup tutorial, and she said this new powder pencil that we've launched in black, and I thought, how did I miss it? How? Anyway, so I've ordered that as well, because I quite like the powder pencils. I didn't used to like them or go for them a lot, but they're actually growing on me as opposed to the rock and coal, because I think when you've got older lids like mine, and they get a bit crinkly, I just think that they're more flattering, because sometimes the rock and coal can kind of drag a bit more and it can skip and you can't get, whereas the powder pencil just smudges in a nice line. So I thought I must try that. Now, what colour have I got here in Flawless? I want to get my Flawless filter out, but I don't want, or do I? Shall I go for 5 or 3, or shall I mix them? Let me mix them. I'm going to put that on as my base. I'll mix 3 and 5 together. And 3 and 5 will not make 4, because 4 is a colour on its own. Did I get my free deluxe? I did get my free deluxe items, but I didn't get free expedited delivery. The gardener's come back. He pranked our fence this morning, and he's really apologetic. And I said, I don't mind, but I don't want them to, the landlady, to be withholding my deposit. So, and we really pranked it. I mean, there's like a big dent in the fence. Anyway, he's a lovely guy, and I'm sure he will put it right. See, I don't mind, but it's just, I had to pay £1,000 deposit, which they can withhold if there's any damage in the house when I leave. And I'm not paying £1,000 for a gate I did not prang. What? Oh, you don't know what shade to get, medium or tan? I went for, now, not fit for print, I think. Can I tell them? I'm sure you don't mind, Rebecca. She bought both. So if you want to see a comparison, just to show you I'm not competitive, don't watch that channel, come and watch mine. No, Rebecca's got both of them. So if you want to see both shades together, have a look at Rebecca's, because I think she's going to show you both of them. I got tan. The reason I got tan is because I thought, well, one, I thought that medium was too light for me. We don't compete at all. I was taking the mickey about what I was talking about last week, about the lady that said, come and watch a proper review. That's all, Rebecca. The reason I didn't go for medium is because I thought, apart from the fact that I thought it might be too light for me, I also thought that it looked quite similar to me, to her light to medium airbrush in tone. Not, obviously I don't know about the formula and everything, but in tone it looked slightly warmer, but about the same colour as the light to medium Film Star Bronze and Glow. And if that's the case, then again, it's going to be too light, and I might not see as much of a difference. And I have been using my medium to tan bronzer a lot more in the Film Star Bronze and Glow, so I went for the tan. Jess, from my memory, I would have said, I thought you were quite fair, Jess. Now, from Tria, I would go for tan, because I've seen your face. And I think Tria should, if she's going for it, should go for tan. I thought, Jess, I would have said you were medium. But I'll need to come and have a... Can you send me a picture later on, just to remind myself? Right, sorry, I'm taking ages. I'm mixing. I am mixing together the two Flawless filters. So I've mixed 5 and 3 together, which is probably nicer than shade 4, but we shall see. And I've got this brush that I got on Amazon, which I love. It was about £9, but it's really good at buffing in and stippling. You ordered fair, Stacey. Again, send me a picture of yourself. I do think, though, that sometimes the temptation is to go too dark with bronzer, and it's not always a good idea. But if you're going to be using it in the summer, you probably have to go up from what your normal shade is for the summer. But just send me a picture and I'll tell you what I think. We've got a lot of background noise today because we've got the gardener now mowing the lawn. Hi, Ali, and all from Australia. Oh, hi, Ali, and all from Australia. Hello, Gaynor. Wow, you're up late. The colours of the bronzers are so ambiguous. Yes, and on different sites, they look very different. I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to get the tan. And then I went on, when Charlotte put it up on her website, they look darker than on Really Ree. But I still went for tan. I've got hair caught on my face. There it is. It's still there. Oh, I hate that when you get hair tickling you. I'm molting. Right, that's Flawless filter. God, I'm taking so long today. Excuse me, ladies. But I just like chatting to you. So if I don't get finished, I don't get finished. And it depends on your brush and your application. Exactly. You can't sleep. Just had a look in YouTube and, you're going to get the medium. Yeah, Gaynor, I've seen you. I think the medium would be fine on you. I think tan is going to cover quite a few shades, actually. I think, and medium. Actually, I think the very deep one will be for very darker skins, obviously. It's got quite a reddish tone to it. And the fair is going to be, you know, I think she's done a good shade range. And I'm still interested to know the difference between the airbrush and the Hollywood. So I'm going to be looking at that. And I also ordered a sample of the 3 shades of the airbrush powder so I could get my hands on shade 3 so I could actually compare that to the bronzer. Because if it's this is my question, if it's an airbrush flawless bronzer and it's in the consistency of the powder, then what is the difference between buying, say, medium bronzer to buying shade 3 of the powder? That's my question. Do you get me? Does everyone get? I do like the bronzer compact, and I like the brush that goes with it, of course. I'm looking forward to the brush. I think almost more than the bronzer. Oh, it's Diana. Hello, Diana. Didn't see you there. Hello. Oh, I've read your comment, but I didn't realise that you just joined. Hang on, we've got a few new people that have just joined. We have got Helena. Hello, Helena. Hello, Diana. Have I missed anyone that's just joined? I've seen Gaynor joining. And Rena. Hello, Rena. Anyone else, shout up if I've missed you. I think that's everyone. And also a lady, and I forgot to check Instagram before I came on. Lovely lady sent me a lovely message this morning, and I said, do join me and say hello. And you know I can't remember her name now, but if you join me, you know who you are. You said that you retired from the NHS with medical retirement like me. And if you join me, do wave and say hello, because if you can, if you want to. Some people I know like to come and watch a live and not say anything. So I respect that. So if that's you, don't worry. But if you'd like to say hello, everyone will welcome you. Now I'm going to put on, now that I've put on the Flawless filter, I'm going to put on this by Terry. Because I like this. It's got a nice light coverage, but it's not too light. It still has a decent amount of coverage, but it looks light, if you know what I mean. You're like 3, 4, 5, 6 in foundations. And that's why mixing foundations is great, isn't it? Because if you're very responsive to the sun, as I am, oh, look at that big blob came out there. I'm just going to put most of it there and then the smaller amounts around that area that are not. And then I'm going to try it with this brush. I'm going to buff it here. And I'm going to start dabbing it here. I do like this foundation, especially for summer. I was going to use my Natasha Denona one, but you know I haven't reached for it a lot since I got it. I must do it again because I just don't reach for it, and I need to analyse why I don't reach for it. I mean, I think it was a bit too light for me. The shade was wrong, but it was also the consistency, and I think I mixed it once with something else and it just didn't mix very well because I think it's water-based. So that was a bit of a waste. And I'm so tempted to get that one that Rebecca was talking about in her video, the Shiseido one. But I really need to finish off some of my foundations and be sensible. You see, that's the bit that's starting to look like there's a patch of... Do people know what vitiligo is? So it's very similar to hyperpigmentation. So it's where you start to get white areas, like in between your tan skin. It starts to go white. It's what It's what Michael Jackson claimed he had. He wasn't bleaching his skin, but he had vitiligo. But you start getting patches. It's very similar to hyperpigmentation, where you get, it's caused by the same thing, your melanin going nuts. And I've noticed it here, and it's really, I just don't want that to get bigger and patchy around my face. Yes, I am very, very tempted. And I've seen a great website online where I got some perfume from my dad for my birthday. And they send you samples, and they really do cut price. And they're in Spain, called Sabrina Store. And they do makeup as well. So, but there's a limited selection of what they do. They didn't have that foundation on there, but they had others. So, yes. Anyway, that is my foundation now. Watch. I think because this eye has been watering and the pollen is high, I'm going to put on my It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye because it's waterproof. Normally I wouldn't, because it's quite high coverage, and I've just put on a nice light dewy foundation, but it's only because I'm not going to ruin my under eyes. It's going to be waterproof and it's going to stay put, and I won't have to mess about. Excuse me 1 second. My back's really sore, so it's a bit difficult to bend down at the moment. Right. I've managed it though. Oh, look at that. Sorry, showing you all my cleavage here. Right. Where is my cleavage and pain patch? What a combo, hey? One says, come get me. The other says, go away. Right, I'm just putting some Bye Bye Under Eye on. And this is shade Tan. This is so good if you have watery eyes. So many people, when they see it, I tend to hide it because I put them on my chest. When they see it, they say, oh, when did you give up smoking? What are they talking about? And then I realise that they see my patch and they think it's a nicotine patch. But it's a pain patch. It releases small amounts of quite strong painkiller, so that I only have to top up then. So it's constant. It's very clever the way that they manage pain these days. Because I had it all the time. And they knew the cause, but they couldn't treat the cause. They give you this very low dose, extremely low dose, in a patch. That just delivers this low dose in a patch that keeps it at bay. And then when you need to take it, like everybody else, you just then take whatever top up you need. Right, so that is my Bye Bye Under Eye. And I'll put on some airbrush. Flawless foundation. There's another car reversing in here now. So many comings and goings around here. And it's always when I'm doing my videos. Right, let me put this powder on. I found my Real Techniques blush brush. Because I wanted to show Rebecca this, or anybody that over applies their blush a lot of the time. you need to get this brush because it is impossible, virtually impossible, to over apply your brush with this brush. Okay, Jess, it's because it's the way that the bristles are, it does that. So when you put it on, it just disperses it. It's just very, very difficult to put too much on the brush. I've tried to over apply blush with it and I can't do it. I'm going to use it though at the moment to put my powder on. I'm not saying that I've noticed you over apply blush, Rebecca. You said yourself that you do it. I think you always look beautiful. So I'm not in any way making any observations around your video because I have not noticed it at all. It's what you said. Okay, so let's just get that straight. Ali, what do you think of the It Cosmetics? I love it. I love it. Normally, I'd be putting that on, actually. I love it. I tell you what, you know the Airbrush Flawless Foundation of Charlotte's? I actually, when I put that on, I like to put the Bye Bye Pores powder over the top because I think it looks better than putting this over it for some reason. So I like that combination. It's got a lot of moisturising ingredients in it. So it just, I mean, Charlotte's claims to do the same and it does. But I don't know what it is. But when I put the Airbrush Flawless Foundation on and I put this on, it looks too matte. But when I put Airbrush Flawless Foundation on and then I put the It Bye Bye Pores, it's fine. But if you're going to go for it, I will make one recommendation. Do not get the illuminating Bye Bye Pores because you can see the glitter particles. I don't like it. Just get the standard one, either the loose. I've got the loose and I've also got the pressed powder in it. But don't get the illuminating one because if you go out in the sunlight, you'll see big splodges of glitter particles and it doesn't look very flattering. Don't like it. So yeah, don't get the illuminating one, but the original Bye Bye Pores powder, I love. Absolutely. I love most of the things by It, to be honest. Apart from, as I said, that the It Bye Bye Pores illuminating powder, I'm not as keen on. Do I find it doesn't last as long? Doesn't last long till it hits pan. I'm probably not the best person to ask that. I'll tell you why, because you know I get bored and I rotate my makeup so much that I don't use anything as regularly enough to be able to be a good judge of that. You know, I don't use one powder every single day or one because I think, oh, hang on, I'm going to, which is why I can kind of justify having so much makeup because I rotate it. And I think, oh, I haven't used that for a while. I'm going to use that. I'd imagine it probably does. What's really interesting is I got these two. I think it's my third shade 2. And probably my first shade 1. I got this because Charlotte said it looks better under the eyes. And that's hitting pan. And this one is still all right. But I think that's probably because I use that more under my eyes. And then I use another powder sometimes. So, yeah. But it'd be interesting to know what the Ali Pallies think because they might not rotate their powders as much as me. I can't believe you've actually met Charlotte. Neither can I. I was so excited. I was so excited when I met her. I couldn't believe it. I was so starstruck. And the hug that I got at the end. When I told her why I loved her so much. And she just flung her arms around me and someone captured it. And I've cherished that photo. It's been on my Facebook profile ever since. Right, now. So I wanted to do a coral look, and I was thinking, what haven't I used for a while? And I thought, Natasha Denona. Now, I've got 2 palettes, and I never reach for these very often. I don't know what it is, but I just don't get the Natasha Denona thing that much. I kind of, yeah, it's nice, but I'm just, there's nothing that's really excited me, if I'm being honest. So I've got 2 palettes by her. And I suppose I did use this a lot when it came out. This is the Sunrise palette there. And then this is the Love palette. So I thought I'd use a mixture of both of those to do a kind of corally look. And I wanted to do something else. I'm coming back to you all. I can see messages popping up on my screen. I'm running out of room in front of me because I've just crowded it with lots of stuff. And I wanted something else. Where did I put it? There. There. Yeah, I don't know what it is. You only use that powder. What, the Bye Bye Pores? I met Charlotte when she launched the brand. Maybe that explains my love for the brand. I bet it does. Charlotte reeled me in from YouTube. I'd love the Lila palette, would I? So I thought what I would do... Again, about an hour ago, I had no idea what I was going to do. And then suddenly I thought, I know what I'm going to do. I thought I'd put a bit of Star Gold. Remember Star Gold? Everyone goes for Rose Gold. But I thought, I'm going to put a bit of Star Gold on as a base, which is immediately going to make it look very warm-toned and gold. But then I'm going to start putting a bit of pinks and stuff over it, so it'll make it look quite corally. Everyone went mad for Rose Gold, and Star Gold seems to be the less favoured little sister of Rose Gold. What's my... Oh, Stacey, what's your skin type? I'll answer that as well, Tria. If you've got dry skin, then I would definitely go for the Bye Bye Pores, because it's got a lot of moisturising ingredients. It will mattify, but it won't dry out your skin. Definitely would go for it. If you look at the ingredients of the Bye Bye Pores powder, it's got so many moisturisers in it. You almost can't believe it could be a powder. Right, now I am going to... I'm looking at both palettes and kind of wondering what to do. I'm going to start by going in with this Sunrise palette, and I'm going to go for the shade Morgan, which is this peachy colour, just as a transition. And then I am going to switch over to the Love palette, and I'm going to use this pinky shade because I really want it to look corally. So I'm going to put that over the top of what I've just done, so it looks coral. This shade's Intense, called Intense. Oh, you'll like that. But when you wear Lucky Diamonds, you may not be affected by this, but I find if I put it on bare lips, it gives me sore lips because the glitter particles are quite big. So I have to put lip liner underneath it. I mean, a lot of people do, but I would not just line your lips, but actually fill them in before applying the Lucky Diamonds, because it might give you sore lips. Right, and then I'm going to go back to, what am I going to do? What am I going to do here? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to that shade, Morgan, the peachy matte shade, and I'm going to just brush that lightly over my lid. Again, to give me a bit of a peach base. But then I'm going to go over it with another one from the Love palette, which is Giving, which is this one here. And I'm going to put that on with my fingers. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Pinky orangey. See, the Love palette's mostly pink, and the Sunset palette is mostly orange, so that's why I wanted to combine the two to get a real corally vibe going. And then I will just use, can we have a non-matte highlighter, please? Transparent. That'll do. I'm just going to apply this with my fingers up on my brow bone. And then I need to do something under my eyes, don't I? Maybe something a bit darker. Yes. I'm going to do something a bit slightly darker in the corner. I know it's, again, becoming quite formulaic, but when you like a look, you like a look. Excuse me a second. I just need to wipe my nose. Hay fever and all that. Right. I'm just going to dab some of this rich kind of brick orangey, this one here, in the corner. Oh, I'm missing out on the chat again. Yes, I've tried Trini London makeup. I do. I used to use it a lot at work, but I quite like using brushes and doing something a bit more complicated when I'm at home. I love the convenience of it though. What palettes am I using? I'm using a mixture of the Love palette by Natasha Denona and the Sunrise palette by Natasha Denona. So basically the Sunrise palette's got the kind of oranges and the sort of burnt brown, rich sunrisey colours in it. And the Love palette's got the pinks. So I'm combining them so that I get something that looks quite coral. Because obviously coral is a mixture of pink and orange. So I'm trying to get something really to give me a coral vibe like my top. It was my top that inspired me to go coral today. So yeah, the two palettes that I have from Natasha Denona. Yeah, I like putting that orange in the corner. I like that. So I will take, I'll take a bit of that. Jasper it's called. Again, it's this one here. I'm going to take a bit of that underneath. And then I'm going to switch back to the other palette. I don't want the oranges or the pinks. I don't want one to overpower the other. You see what I mean? I want a true mixture. And I'm going to go and put a bit of this one, which is called Heart. And then I'm going to take Giving, which is a kind of shimmery pink, which is what I put on the mobile lid. I'm going to just put a bit of that in here. That'll do. Okay, so that's that palette and that palette. And now I'm going to put some black eyeliner on, I think. I'm going to put, as my eyes are sensitive, I'm going to put my La Roche-Posay one on. You love my top. Do you know what? It's an incy-wincy bit too small for me. I can just about get away with it, but I love this top, so I never threw it out. But I lost a lot of weight a few years back, and I was a crazy size. I mean, really silly size, single-digit size. And this is one of those tops. It's stretchy. And I couldn't bear to throw it out, but I can still just about get away with wearing it. But it does give me a bit of a cleavage. Right, so what did I want? I wanted my eyeliners. Right, I want my La Roche-Posay, and I want Charlotte's Eye Cheat. I'll do Charlotte's Eye Cheat first. Because I've put reddy pink underneath, I've put the white to stop me looking too, because otherwise it can make you look a bit tired. So it's a good way of counteracting, making it look like, no, this is supposed to be there. It's not because I've got pink eye. And then I'm going to use this, which is hypoallergenic and really doesn't irritate my eyes. And I'm not sure if that's because of the ingredients as much as the fact that it is so wet when you apply it that you don't have to press hard. Oh, the concentration. I can never get my flick very well done because I've got hooded lids. And that eye's going to water anyway. Right, some mascara. I might give a break to my eyes for a minute because they're going to start watering again because I'm messing with them. And it's to do with hay fever. I've taken my hay fever tablets this morning, but if I carry on messing with them at the moment, I'm going to give them a break. And I'm going to put on some lip liner. Put it in a fridge. Okay, you're talking about eyeliners that go too mushy, aren't you? Yeah, sharpen it, and it should be all right if you sharpen it up. And if it's not, then I would write to customer services. But it may be that the lid's fallen off and it's dried up. But even with the colour chameleons, when they get old and they dry up, if you sharpen them, you get back to the unset part. Excuse me a minute, I'm just really struggling with my back today. Right, there we go. Right, now I want to get out, where are you? Because I had you yesterday. See, I talk to my makeup like it's a person. Does anyone else do that? You say, where are you? Where are you, colour chameleon? Or where are you, bedroom black? Or so I'm going to use Pink Venus. Oh, and your yarn. Yeah, I do that with my yarn as well. I love Pink Venus. That is actually one lip liner that I had to repurchase because I used it so much. I used it to the end. Like, because I will rotate so much. I think I've got about 5 Pillow Talks, but I only ever bought one because she gave Pillow Talk pencils away at all the VIP events. But that's one of them that I've had to repurchase. And I want to get my lip pencil if I can reach for it. Just hold on a second. Just talk amongst yourselves, people. Where is my lip pen? Not lip pencil, my lip brush. I mean, if I can find it. I'd like to use my lip brush for this. I'm going to use Tom Ford. Watch the smile come on my face. True Coral. I love True Coral. But I'm going to put it on with a brush. Now, if you like this lipstick, be careful because there's one that's just come out, which is metallic. This is the original. The metallic actually looks even nicer. So you might want to go for the metallic, but there's 2 true corals now. One is called True Coral Original, and the other one is, oh, I've forgotten what they call the metallic one, but they call it, I think, True Coral Ecstasy or something. You can see the original and the metallic one swatched side by side on Temptalia. Because I was showing it to Rebecca yesterday. I'm going to put a little bit more on. I love it. Where can you buy mini Tom Ford lipsticks? I bought a mini one from John Lewis. And the metallic ones, you can get metallic ones, the metallic one of this, at John Lewis, and I think Selfridges. Yeah. Now, I'm going to use my medium to tan Hollywood Film Star Bronze and Glow. I think I'm going to leave the mascara for now. I know it's not really finished until I've done the mascara, but my eyes are just so sensitive. Now, what I did the other day, do you know what? I was going to do something else, but I'm going to show you this. I picked this up from Sophia, Charlotte's niece. I was watching one of her videos, and this is what she did for blush, and it really looked great. So what she did is she got Peachgasm. Have I got Peachgasm here? Please say I have. I'm sure I have. That's the Beauty Light wand. Where is my Peachgasm? Oh, are you behind me? No, I thought I bought it here. Just hold on. You're definitely here somewhere. In my disorganised state, I've lost it. Or is it in that bag? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Come on, Peachgasm, come on out. I bought all my Beauty Light ones here. I cannot accept that I can't find it. Right, let me put some Beauty Light wand on anyway. I'm going to show you, even though I haven't got it here, which is really annoying, because I could have sworn that I actually bought all my wands over before I started this video. Right, so that's the Beauty Light wand. But imagine, just imagine, that I've also put on Peachgasm here. I really wanted to see it. Hang on, let me just see. Did I leave it on top of that thing? Hold on. I don't think I did. Right, anyway. So imagine that I put on Peachgasm. I'll show it you later, right? And then over the top of Peachgasm, then you put the highlighter from the medium to dark Film Star Bronze and Glow. but I'm just going to put it over the Beauty Light wand for now. But you saw me doing it, you know, on my silent movie, and I went like that. If you wanted to see me doing it, I did it on my silent movie where I did a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. So you just basically get the Peachgasm, and then you put that highlighter, the orangey one, from the medium to dark Hollywood Film Star Bronze and Glow over the top, and it looks really pretty. And it would have looked even better if I'd actually got Peachgasm underneath. But I'll do that when I come off. I'll do that, and I'll put the mascara on as well. And I haven't done my brows. So I'll do that, and I'll do all the picture. I'll put everything that I haven't managed to do. And then I'll do a final photograph, and I'll have it as the kind of headline photo on this video. And I'll put it on Instagram as well. But now I want to chat to you guys before I go. Right, let me run through. You love pairing your palettes, Maria. Oh yes, Tria, I do have a video on Trini makeup. Thank you, Shahina. Yes, I do. I can link it below this one if you want. You got your MAC single purple eyeshadow. It's gorgeous. That's great. Oh, you're knitting and watching. That's great. I love doing needlework. The only thing I can't do is crochet, but I love knitting. I like macrame, I like embroidery, I like tapestry, and I've now got a sewing machine. And coming up soon, I've managed to get some Ali M's Beauty material, and I'm going to make some Ali M's Beauty face masks, and I will show you my first one soon. Rebecca's seen the fabric. Thank you, Rebecca. What's that? The lipstick? Stacey, if your pencil keeps breaking when you sharpen it and it's dried up, I would contact customer services and say, and send it back to them, say there's something wrong with this pencil, because that shouldn't happen, not on a new pencil. Diana, I've developed hay fever as well in the last few years. I never had hay fever before, and it really is annoying. I went out, I wanted to sit out in the garden and get some sunshine, and I couldn't sit out there for longer than 2 minutes, and my eyes were literally streaming because everyone is getting bored and cutting their lawns. So, of course, all the grass pollen is just flying up into my eyes. Ali, I just got a mirror and thought of you. It's called Reiki Skinny. It's got all the lights around it, and there's a magnetic attachment for your phone that sticks to the mirror. Oh, I'll look that up. Thank you, Leslie. I've never heard of Reiki. You bought the Hourglass Ghost edit. I passed on that one. Tria, is that the lipstick you're talking about? That would look good on you. I think in general, I think coral does look good on olive Asian skin tones. Even though I say it myself. But I love coral. What did I think of the new Tom Ford palettes? I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, wet dry formulas. I must have a look. You'll have to jump off now. See you, Gaynor. Good night. Right, I think I've seen everybody's comments. Have I missed any comments? Diana, do you know what? It's funny you said that about the CT brushes on Instagram. Because last night I was watching something on Instagram with Sophia, and she was doing a makeover, and I screenshot it and sent it to Rebecca, and I said, look, she was doing a red lip on someone, and I screenshot it because I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, and I wound it back and I screenshot it. She was using a lip liner that was not Charlotte Tilbury. And I've always said, although I love Charlotte Tilbury lip liners, I don't like her red lip liner because it doesn't come out red. She's only got one that goes with a red, true red lipstick, and it doesn't come out red on the lips. I'm going to show you what I mean, and it'll probably look completely red now I say that. She's got one red lip liner called Kiss and Tell, and when I put it on, it looks pink. There it is. Look, you'll see from the top, you think, great, I've got a red lip liner. But you put it on, and well, actually, no, look, you can see it looks pink. It looks like very close to my top. Now, to show you a comparison, I treated myself to a YSL lip liner that went with my lipstick that I got with my perfume set from my dad. So let me just see if I can find you that. I'm going to chat with you for a little while longer if people are still around. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. I know it's in here. Come on, YSL. Come out. Here you are. Right, so that's Charlotte Tilbury's red lip pencil. This is YSL. And this, do you know what? I only read about this last night. It's got a sharpener, but also the other side, it's got a lip primer that you prime your lips with it. It's got a little rubber thing. Now, I hadn't opened that. I didn't realise that was there. But I saw someone using that last night on a video. Right, this is YSL #1. Red. See? Red. Proper red. And that's Charlotte's red. And it was so interesting because they were doing this red lip on a model, and I zoomed in, and whatever pencil Sophia had in her hands was not Charlotte Tilbury. And I've never seen that before. I've never seen them using a non-Charlotte Tilbury makeup product. But I definitely saw it, unless it was a different brush. It wasn't a brush. It wasn't a Charlotte Tilbury brush, and it wasn't a Charlotte Tilbury pencil. And she was using it on this model's lips. So we're now trying to guess who it was. I tell you what some of the differences. I bought my brushes about 2 years ago, 2.5 years. Basically, they were natural hair, but they're now synthetic. So that might be, if you buy them now, I think they're all synthetic. But this is real hair. I like them, but I don't, some of them annoy me because they molt. And then you end up with hairs on your face, which is, look, you see there's one sticking out there ready to come out. They molt. And you have to really condition them well as well when you wash them, because otherwise they get really prickly. Yeah, I think Charlotte's new brushes are good. The ones that she's released in the last 1.5 years, the synthetic ones are really good. I like a Hollywood brush. That's really good. And I like the, you know, the cheek brushes she brought out with that blush that wasn't really that popular. It ended up not being that popular. I like that. So I'm very excited about the bronzer brush. I think actually they're an improvement, the synthetic ones, to the old ones, unless you really like real hair brushes. Sort of waterproof, you haven't really held up today. Right, I am going to, yes, Divine Rose number 2, I know. I'm going to go and finish off for now because I need to get ready and do a couple of things before I ring my dad on Skype. And I'll put my mascara on and my brows on and everything else that I said I'd put. Oh, and I'll put some of that peach gasm on. And I will see you all very soon. And I might pop up at the weekend and do another live. But I'll try and give you as much notice as possible. So take care, everyone. Love you all. Mwah!